So I'm John Campisi.
I'm Weston.
And we're School Shark. So we met in college. We're both juniors. We both play baseball. And we met through first class and just baseball. And one of the big things that we saw every single semester, $300 to $400 was coming out of our bank account at the beginning of the semester buying textbooks. And then at the end of the semester, we try to sell those textbooks back to the bookstore, and they give us $5 for a book I paid $150 for. And so we sat there thinking, there has to be a better way. And we kind of put our heads together, tried to figure something out.
Yeah, so we identified the problems and we thought, okay, what are we going to need to do to be able to solve it? And so we came up with three things. One, we had to eliminate the unfair price increases that bookstores do on books. We had to eliminate the unfair buyback prices on top of that. If we can do that, it'll put the buying and the selling power back in the hands of the students, which in turn will put more investment in the pocket of both the buyer and the seller to spend on college expenses or save.
And so we did some market research and found that there definitely is a huge market for this, with being a $10 billion industry at campus bookstores. But then also, the bookstores are increasing their prices and online retailers 25 to 29%. And a big statistic here is that 2/3 of students use textbooks, like used textbooks, and then but then also 1/3 of students use financial aid. On top of the financial aid they use for their tuition, they use it on books as well. So it's kind of just, they're kicking you while you're down. But then also really here is really cool is we found that 75% of students like print over ebooks. And this whole ebook revolution where people are going to say, the print is gone and it's all going to be online, is just not the case. They've been saying this for 10 years, but students, and we're students, and I can attest to it, I hate reading a textbook online. And we found that three-fourths of students prefer that. And then also, almost 50% of students save their textbooks and store them in their houses so that they know it's worth more than what the bookstore is giving them.
Yeah, so then now that we knew that there was a market, then we had to figure out how can we bring this to the market. We thought there's an example where I was actually able to find a book that I needed from a buddy of mine, and I was able to save 50% on it. He was able to make a lot more on it just from the sheer, peer-to-peer aspect of it and not having that middleman increasing the prices. And so we decided to create a beta version of a peer-to-peer platform for college students. So we did this with just a Shopify site. And the idea of it is that students would be able to upload their books onto this site by major, and then students that were looking for their books would then buy the book, and then the seller would then drop the book off for them, which then would eliminate the price increases from the middleman.
So this past fall semester, August and September, we did our first beta test of our website, and it went extremely well. We did $2,400 in transactions, and which turns out to be about $1 per student at Gustavus, being only 2,400 students. And then we did $1,700 we distributed between the students, which averaged around $30 per book, which is much more than the campus bookstore was offering. Then 300 books were uploaded ready for sale on our website, and then 120 students bought or sold books on our website. But then another really cool thing that we did was we built our Instagram to over 1,200 followers, and we're trying to build a brand along with the service so that people can feel good about using it. People recognize it and know that they're helping other students out, and they're also getting a great deal.
Yeah, so now, since then, we've actually built a more viable MVP, basically. So this is our true first MVP of the actual platform. So as you can see here, this is the mobile version of it. So it's very mobile friendly, and basically what you'll do is you're able to make an account, you'll select the school that you go to, and then from then on you are able to list books on your own. As a buyer, you can search through school, through major, stuff like that. And let's say you find the book that you want. As you see on the farthest right picture, this is an example of a message platform that we have within the website. So if I wanted to buy that book, I could be like, hey, I'd like to buy this book, and they'd be like, okay, we'll meet you, in the cafeteria at 4 to pick it up. And so this makes communication between the buyer and the seller much easier for pickup and drop off.
Yeah, so we saw that it worked at Gustavus, and there's definitely a market, and students were extremely excited for it. We got a ton of great reviews, and people were telling us from our friends outside of Gustavus, hey, can I use this here? And so we thought, okay, how do we expand this? And so what we did was we established relationships with ambassadors at these 6 schools, and that we're going to expand in on March. And so they're going to help us market it, get the word out, and be our on the ground person, while we also do some marketing through social media to get people's books listed and people looking for their textbooks at School Shark.
And then now that we've established ourselves more as a company and looking bigger picture, we thought that we would establish roles. So I myself, I'm our CTO, so I'm in charge of company vision, user experience with the website, kind of the tech liaison. I don't develop, he doesn't develop, but I'm kind of the middleman that talks to the developer. Our expansion strategies, and then our social media strategy.
And I'm the Chief Operations Officer, and so I do a lot of project management, ambassador management, human resources, customer service,